This is your News Now Sports.
Media Day at Ohio State this morning as Ryan Day, Justin Fields, and others met with reporters ahead of the Buckeyes matchup with Cincinnati on Saturday. The Bearcats are led by former Ohio State head coach Luke Fickell, who makes his return to the shoe for the first time since leaving in 2016. Both teams victorious in their openers, setting up for quite the contest on Saturday. Our Katie Gilhooly has the recap from Columbus.
After spending 5 years as a player and 16 as a coach here at Ohio State, Cincinnati coach Luke Fickell makes his return to Columbus this Saturday, and the Buckeyes know they've got an upset on their minds.
Battle of Ohio, really. They're going to come up here and try to take us out for sure. And, look at Coach Fickell. He was here. So there's definitely a little rivalry here. So I'm excited to see kind of what that looks like on Saturday.
He's got a decorated history in terms of what he did, off the field with his wrestling career, and then what he did as a player, and then as a coach, and winning a national championship, and what he did with some of the players here in recruiting, and his relationship with Mike Vrabel and all those guys that he was with, and what he's done, in the community with some of the charity work he's done. So again, a lot of respect and a lot of people talk about him when you talk about some of the Ohio State greats.
When you're a competitor, it doesn't really matter. There'll be no feelings. I've said it before, if all of a sudden you had the opportunity to play your brother, you love him to death and you want nothing but the best for him, but at that moment, you got no love lost for him. And, that's why I say, do you detach your emotions? I think when you compete, you detach your emotions in a lot of things. This is one of them.
They're a good team on defense, and their defensive coordinator, he came from here, so we know that, and I think we're just going to prepare well this week. Just get ready for those guys.
The Buckeyes will look to make it 42 consecutive wins over in-state schools this Saturday against Cincinnati inside the shoe. In Columbus, I'm Katie Gilhooly, your News Now Sports.
Thanks, Katie. To the pitch we go. Girls soccer action tonight as Bath hits the road against Elida. The Lady Cats pressuring early as Chandler Clark lets it go. A great save there, though, by Erica Seaver to keep the game scoreless. Bath on the attack with another chance here, but Seaver turns it away once again. Bad luck, though, now for the Lady Dogs as the clearing attempt deflects right to Chandler Clark, who is one-on-one with the keeper, and she makes no mistake. Bath takes the 1-0 lead. Elida trying to respond as they give it a go from well outside the box with a runner towards the goal, but Kyla Bailey eats that one up, and then the Lady Cats add to their lead as it's Clark playing a beautiful ball to Ainsley Miller, who makes no mistake with an even better finish. Bath gets a big road win as they take it 3-0. At Spartan Stadium, the LCC girls match up with Spencerville in an early season clash. First half, a chance for LCC, but Katia Williams makes the save to keep things scoreless. Fast forward to under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Kelsey Schaefer makes a run in behind the D, and she one-touches it home to put the Bearcats in front. One of her 2 tallies on the evening as Spencerville hangs on to win it 2-1. We need to take a break here on Your News Now Sports, but when we return, we hit the diamond with plenty of MLB drama tonight as the Indians, Reds, and Tigers all in action. Full highlights right after the break. Indians right-hander Mike Clevinger named the AL Pitcher of the Month this afternoon. Clevinger started 6 games in August, going 5-0 with a 1.96 ERA over 36 2/3 innings. He struck out 51 batters over that span, which was the second most in the MLB. It just so happens that Clevinger gets the start for the Tribe tonight in Game 2 of their 4-game set with the White Sox. Top 4, he's in trouble, but he gets out of it as he paints the corner for the strikeout. 7 innings pitched, 9 Ks, only 2 earned for Clevinger. Bottom 7, we are tied at 2 when Roberto Perez has liftoff. With 2 away, he puts it into the left field seats. His 22nd is a 3-run shot to put Cleveland on top. But how about this? Top 8, the White Sox answer right back with a 2-out, 3-run jack of their own as James McCann takes Carlos Carrasco deep, his 16th, and all of a sudden we are tied once again. The next batter is Eloy Jimenez, and he gives Chicago the lead. Back-to-back 2-out, 8th-inning homers for the White Sox. They come back to win it 6-5. At Great American Ballpark, Game 2 of a 4-game set between the Reds and Phillies. Tied at 1 in the 4th when the Phils take the lead as Cesar Hernandez grounds one off of Amir Garrett and into center field. Gene Segura on his horse from second. The throw to the plate is not in time as it's a 2-1 Philadelphia lead. Top 5, they add to it as Bryce Harper grounds one through the hole for a base knock. Corey Dickerson will score on this as it's Harper's 100th RBI of the season, and it puts the Phils up by 2. Bottom 8, Reds trying to claw back. 2 on for Alex Blandino, who drives one deep to center. Plenty deep enough to score tagging Kurt Casale as the Reds cut the deficit to 2, but the Phillies answer once again as Scott Kingery takes one the opposite way for a solo shot. His second homer in as many games as the Phillies win it 6-2. Moving to the football field with news out of Cincinnati as the Bengals announce an extension for running back Giovanni Bernard. It's a 2-year, $10.3 million extension for the 27-year-old. That locks him in with Cincinnati through the 2021 season. The versatile back has spent his entire 6-year career with the Bengals, rushing for over 3,000 yards and 19 touchdowns, while ranking second in team history in both receptions and receiving yards by a running back. We finish on the tennis courts as the U.S. Open continues today. Women's bracket, Ukraine's Elina Svitolina taking on Great Britain's Joanna Konta. Second set, match point for Svitolina, and Konta's shot is long. Elina Svitolina is into the semifinals as she takes it in straight sets, 6-4, 6-4. Men's bracket, Switzerland's Stan Wawrinka matching up with Russia's Daniil Medvedev. Match point for Medvedev, and look at that shot. Lobbing it into the backcourt and right on the line. A fitting way to end a fantastic performance by the Russian. He is on to the semifinals with a 4-set victory, 7-6, 6-3, 3-6, 6-1. Guys, a couple of tongue twisters in there.
No kidding. Thanks, Matt. We'll be back with stocks.